Hello! Oh, sorry, I'm a morning person. Welcome to my new Let's Play, Out of the Blue, or should I say, Out of the Orange. It's Portal 1. Now I should warn you before I begin that this isn't going to replace my current Pokemon series. This is simply here to spruce up the channel a little bit. I mean, the Pokemon series will be quite long and I have time to record, so let's throw in something new.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from... Stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Alright then, welcome to the mechanics of Portal. As you can see, there are 2 portals. I can see myself. If I go through the orange, I come out of the blue. Oh my god, it's magic, it's science! Ah! Now before we begin, there is some trivia that I'm going to go over because I like to talk about my games pretty intensively and show off all there is to know. And during that whole crazy thing that this AI voice said, there was a line that was said in Italian, no, not Italian, Spanish even, that translates to, please refrain from many fail because of failure, thanks. Can't talk, never could. Don't ding at me phone. Don't ding at me iPod, shush. So yeah, thought it would be an interesting thing to translate last minute. Now, let's make some progress. Come out of our little cubicle and a door that takes us to a puzzle. If I walk closer and even closer, a cube is unlocked. Ooh, this seems like a puzzle to me. What do I need to do? Maybe I run into the wall. No, maybe I jump into the wall. No, how about I run into the cube or jump on the cube? That's how you do this puzzle. No. What you need to do is press E, carry it over button, and then put it into the door, of course. Yes, that's the only way to get through this. No? No? Okay. Put cube on button. Release.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science Weighted Storage Cube.
Great! I guess we can make some progress, but we're not actually gonna do that, because I need to get this door open. I will be back in a moment. Right, I reloaded the game now. If you've gotten an updated version of Portal 1 that was given out in 2010, you'll be able to unlock a new secret. Basically, if you complete the entire story and then come back, you will find a radio like this one that appears in every single test. If you put it in a certain spot in each test, you'll unlock a secret subliminal message. You can hear it getting all staticky now, but if you put it above the button, you're going to hear, in this case, some Morse code, which I've got up on the screen at the moment. You can see a bunch of dots and dashes at the top, and then this line of dialogue that this radio is telling us. It, in full, says, interior transmission active, external data, don't ding at me iPod, external data line active,
Excellent.
Message digest active. I'm going to quiet down GLaDOS here because we've already heard this line. But these are a bunch of messages that were created to sort of create some hype for something that I'll probably come over a little more in the future. But yes, can't exactly decode this message on its own, but there it is. I guess the interior transmission is the actual fact that we're hearing it, and the message digest is that we're trying to digest what it means. But anyway, the voice we're hearing, I'm not sure if we actually hear her name the whole time, but her name is GLaDOS, so I will name her as such. Welcome to Test Chamber 1. Now I'm actually going to make a rule for myself and do 5 chambers in every single video, and that's my limit. It might sound like a lot, but this game is actually really short, like an hour or 2 at most, so that's how we're going to do this. Now what are the symbols in here? We've got cube, get hit by ball, ball smash, drowning, falling through, flying, getting lasered, drinking, I didn't know that was a hazard, and cake? Well, I'm alright with cake.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super Button.
Ooh, what a name for an equipment, the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super Button. Well, that's fine by me. It's an easy puzzle once again. We need to put the Aperture Science weighted storage cube onto the 1500 megawatt Super Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super Button. Blah, 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 blah. But the issue or the struggle of this puzzle is that orange portal stays there. The blue one moves about, and that's what sort of confuses people.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
So you have to wait until the portal is actually available so you can get to each room. Now, of course, once again, there is a subliminal message in here with a radio that's hidden up on that camera. So I'm gonna go back and grab it. I guess I need to reload again, don't I? There we go. So just hop on up and just hop on up and grab it. There we go. And we want to get to the other final area. And okay, yeah. Somehow, don't know how I did this. I managed to go and, well, I guess I detached myself from the radio. I was through the portal and the radio wasn't, and I ended up flinging it across the room. But hey, that's convenient because the place we need to put it is right here. Now this is, I believe, what's called an SSTV image. Basically, the sound can be coded or decoded to produce an image. These images aren't too clear anyway, but I'll try and sort of see what I can see as it goes along. So this one's kind of odd. You've got 4 images every time you get this message. The top left one seems to be some sort of handwritten note, BDA3. Not really sure at all what it's supposed to mean, but the others are just different angles of a computer keyboard. I don't really understand. I hope someone else will be able to decode it for me, or at least understand it, or give some insight to it, because I personally don't have a clue. Now, let's put the radio through this emancipation. Apparently, it's one of those unauthorized equipments. It also comes with a weird low gargle, and later in the game we'll hear some really weird sounds coming out the radio later on, but that's another thing. You may also be able to tell that by the way I'm saying this, I'm doing this all in post-commentary because I happen to lose all of my video footage or voice footage.
You're doing very well.
Thank
Please
you.
be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grip, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
Well, that's fine. At least my ears are okay, so that doesn't really matter, you know. Now this next puzzle will will reveal, I think is the word I was looking for, us to this gun. It turns around and shoots the blue portal. It actually makes sense of how the portal's moving around as opposed to the last chamber. Now do your best and don't get shot in the face by this thing, because it probably will hurt, or at the very least, scar you. Maybe not on the actual physical layer, but somewhat. Get out the way, and we can now get into the main room. Now, you might just think you're supposed to avoid the gun. There's the radio, by the way. No, instead what we're going to do is jump on down to it and grab it.
Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device.
Done that one already.
Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
Didn't pick up that last one, but anyway, something I like about having this radio update is it kind of adds a bit of a challenge to actually find the place, and also the place we want to be is not in the mirror window, but right here. What do we got this time, SSTV? Aperture in the logo in the top left, at least. Great. Or Laboratories. That's probably Aperture Laboratories, even. BBS. And what is that? A bunch of moon cycles? No, it's a bunch of scribbled out. Oh, it's a scribbled out phone number. Ah, okay. I see. And then a whole lot of writing I can't read, some arrows. I guess it's a phone number that if you can see it well enough, you can call. I'm not going to get into that. And let's just throw the radio away. Now, we have the ability to create holes in the wall wherever we wish. What if I was to take out the gap that, I don't know, the camera was holding onto to attach to the wall.
To ensure the safe performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
Now GLaDOS here has 4 different dialogue lines for if you destroy her cameras. You can also get an achievement for destroying all of them, or at least something like 17, 20 odd, there's quite a few. So I'm not going to get rid of all of them, but I will show off those 4. Also, the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will not allow any portals through it. You can't shoot through it, and it takes away the little bluey glowness, or the orangey glowness, in your portal gun. Also, loading screen was cut out there. That wasn't me being super duper fast and having a powerful computer. It was built by me, but that's about it.
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap.
Alright, now this is a super easy puzzle. Shoot, go through orange. Shoot, go through orange. I said blue, I meant to say
Well
blue
done.
first.
Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Wait, what was that last one? I feel like I've heard of that place before, or that day. Anyway, now we're done with this puzzle. I know, super quick. We're first, or next, or last, gonna get this radio, once again, on top of a camera. Now I have no idea how exactly you're supposed to work this out, but the signal for this little radio thing here is up at the top corner up there. And let's actually get to the right side of that wall first. Here it's getting all staticky first, but go on the other side and get completely flung through the portal for no reason. It's a... Oh, it's an 8-ball. Okay, the top right one's an 8-ball. Something about 12 out of 32. 12, 32, I don't know. Left one looks like a signature, a C. I'm not sure. Maybe something to do with the owner of this place having a signature. I don't know. More keyboards on the bottom left, and bottom right is a 2. CC82. At different times of the day? Oh, I don't know. Once again, if anyone has any insight on what the messages may mean or what they can be interpreted as, feel free to tell us. Also, apparently there's an office where people can look at us from. Creepy.
For your own safety, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
Sure. Okie dokie. I will not do any of that ever again. In fact, you know what? No, that's fine. You there, you will live. You're welcome. Right, on to the next chamber. If this elevator will move. There we go. Lighting gets weird even though we're inside an elevator, something that's not quite realistic in this portal engine, and after a loading screen, which I cut out, we're in the next chamber.
Welcome to test chamber 4.
Thank you.
You're doing quite well.
Quite? I thought I was doing very well, thank you very much. Anyway, this puzzle is super duper easy. Cube falls down there. We want to put it on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Gliding Super Button. Oh, I said that quick enough. Now, also no one's apparently watching us. That's kind of sad. But also, a radio falls down with the cube. Let's deal with the cube first. So, you don't even need to go down in this ditch. If you're fast enough, you can shoot a portal underneath where the cube lands, like that, and it'll just fly on over onto that button. Didn't happen this time because I wanted to slow down and talk about the button, apparently. And apparently we have to get in the ditch because of angles. Anyway, let's do it.
Once again, excellent work.
Thank you.
As part of a required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for the luck. Wishing. Now let's do this radio thing. We do not want to put it by the exit, we want to put it by the entrance. And once again, it creates Morse code. And this one seems like a bunch of gibberish. And it kind of is. I mean, it's numbers and letters. But it's actually, it could be translated again into, I think it's called HD5 hash or some MD5 hash. Comes to the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, which is a very famous visual phrase that uses every single letter in the English alphabet really efficiently. I think it's the shortest sentence you can make with all the alphabetical letters.
Certain objects may be vital to your success. Do not destroy testing apparatus.
Ugh, you're right there, GLaDOS. It sounded like you burped in the middle of that, where your voice is just going a bit weird. Do not destroy testing apparatus. I mean, maybe that was a bit of a dramatized version, but even still, I haven't heard a voice crack idiosyncrasy like that since the Monsters of Monsters Inc., which I love mentioning apparently a lot lately. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Into test chamber 5, our final chamber of this video, even though this is technically the 6th one, but So I definitely feel like I've been here before, but doesn't matter. Once again, a nice and easy puzzle, as is most of this game. We've got a cube, 2 buttons, and a second cube down there. So we'll just throw it through there. Oh, the orange portal. Let's go up there ourselves and fling it away. And then just jump to that one over there by magically walking backwards onto it. Wow! Science is magical, man. Both cubes on button, and here is where the radio can be found. The radio is on the other side of the door, and it needs to go, whoops, onto or into the ditch down here, if I don't make it miss its spot entirely. Alright, we got more Aperture Laboratories logo. This one, actually, I have no clue at all what it even is. I saw it before, but it's just sort of like pixelized, digital, chippy stuff. Like, is it... I would say it's Morse code because there's a few dots and dashes, but then there's also like those jagged brackets that say like larger than or smaller than. Seriously, like what could that even possibly be? Like the surface of some rotting metal? I have no clue. There's something else that can happen in this room that's kind of weird. You can glitch the game a little bit and have it so that you're trapped in this room by getting rid of the cubes and having them inaccessible for you. And then GLaDOS will open the hatch for you, which is nice. But she says she says a line that doesn't appear in the game until much, much later. Not going to tell you that line, but I will tell you when that line shows up.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication.
You
Good
lied
job.
to me?
As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2...
Wait a minute, you didn't really finish that countdown now, did you? No? Okay, well, orange is up there, so blue can go down here, and... Ba-dink! Hey, the glass didn't break.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Thank you. Sorry. You're getting a bit suspicious, so I don't know. Now, this will be the end of this episode. This video, or this series, will be quite short, and I can only play 3DS and PC games while I'm at university, so if you have any suggestions of what games you'd like to see, feel free to tell me, because I may just be playing them, even though I've got an idea for one. But anyway, for now, mine has been Daz. You didn't really care. Stop dinging at me, iPod. And I'll see you in a bit.